Ian Anderson on the joy of creativity for the band Jethro Tull, and a tip of the hat to his old friend James Galway, another flute player. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. The band Jethro Tull has always been about adventure. It's almost that thought of what happens if I press this? What happens if we do this? Let's not do that, let's do this instead. And their albums sometimes sounded like that, but in a very cool prog way. Or at least rock, or at least acoustic, or there's so many tags this band has as far as what their sound ends up being. There's been a lot of creative spirits in this band. Ian Anderson is the last original member left from their 50-year history. He's always been very transparent about the fact that he was learning the instrument when the band was starting, the flute. And back then he was not as confident as he is probably now as a vocalist. So was it that sense of adventure that kept him going back then?
It is that curiosity, I think, that leads people who are not professionally trained in music or the arts to discover things for themselves, perhaps in a naive and sometimes childish way, but that's the joy of discovery. Last week I had a meeting with a friend of mine by the name of James Galway, who's probably the world's most famous classical flute player. And at the age of 80 or whatever he is, he announced that he was going to learn to improvise. And that surprised me quite a lot, because he's actually taking lessons from somebody in improvisation. And to be a flute player who's gone through his entire life playing classical music written on the page, and to then realize right at the end of his life that maybe this is something he missed out, just the chance to fly by the seat of your pants and cast the caution to the wind. And as I said to him, James, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to play a lot of bum notes when you learn to do that, but that's the way you find out which are the right notes. Looking forward to seeing James and the fruits of his improvisational aspirations when I next meet him.
We'll have more of our conversation with Ian Anderson and their 50th anniversary tour coming up next Tuesday. Make sure you share our video, subscribe to our channel, and comment on our videos. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music.